basically told me, you want to do the work or do you want to look for another job? Okay, so thanks so much for clicking on the video. Welcome to, should I consider this like a vlog post? I don't know. Because I'm kind of, am I new to this? I think so. I'm kind of new to this. So, obviously I feel like people that are following me, they kind of know the type of art I do or the type of projects I do. And yeah. I know what else to say. I think people pretty much get a clear picture. Okay, she's a creator. She creates things. You like them, you don't like them. They're nice, they're not nice, whatever your opinion is, right? Um, so, but this week only, hopefully I don't lose subscribers or followers because I'm going to post this across multiple platforms. But this week I kind of want to focus on the core side of me, right? And the core side of me is writing and talking. I won't be writing obviously, but I'll be talking um throughout this week, and mainly through a journal. So we'll get to that a little bit later. I'm gonna try to make this no longer than 10 minutes, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So hopefully I can stay on topic because sometimes I can veer off and then come back and or sometimes lose the plot because I didn't veer it off, but we're gonna try to focus. All right. Okay, and I'm corny and silly just ahead of time. I don't need you to tell me that. I already know that. Okay, so anyway, with that being said, I want to talk about me. I feel like when it comes to, yeah, you see the projects, you're following the page, and you may or may not watch the videos that come out or that I post, but I feel like with me personally, I connect better with creators when I kind of, know them or feel like I know them because you don't know them, but just kind of connect with them in a better way versus you're trying to show me that you can create something pretty or you can do this, right? And so you just kind of want to connect and learn the person. And this week, that's what I want to kind of focus on. So we're going to name this week or this series. I didn't even say it was going to be a series, but I'm just saying it now. So I'm just going with the flow of whatever come out of my heart. But I guess we can call it Danita the Creator, or should we say the founder behind Creative Vibes? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, so I just kind of want to let y'all know who I am. You see my art, but you don't know me, and I just kind of want to focus on it this week. And again, hopefully that is okay with you guys, that you might not get anything creative this week. But what I do want to do this week is I do want to do a live video though. I want to do a live video. If I do a live video, probably gonna be on TikTok because I don't know how to do all that other stuff. I'm trying to learn how to do this because technically I'm not a social media person. But if I'm trying to build my brand and stuff, obviously I have to get into this, and I'm trying my best. But I just don't want to be always posting a bunch of stuff like, "Hey, look at what I created. Hey, look what I created. Hey, look what I created." I want you to get to know me as a person, because I think, hell, I'm pretty. I was about to cuss. I'm pretty damn cool, okay? I was gonna say another word, not that one. Anyway, so I just kind of want y'all to get to know who I am. So, one thing, when I do the live video, I think it's gonna be something really simple, like resin crate that is fast, and we'll fast with carrying, and we'll kind of go from there. So I don't know yet. I'm just letting you know that's probably what I'm gonna do this week. Outside of that, when it comes to me, I just want to kind of let y'all know, like, the core, I've already explained what the core of my business is. which is the poetry led collections. Obviously, I do focus a lot more when it comes to giving you guys videos on the creative side. But obviously it's so much deeper than that or whatever. And so I just kind of want to let you know, like, I am a writer. I've been writing since I was 12. That's the first time I wrote something. Ironically, when I wrote it at 12, the first thing was a song, right? The very first thing was a song. It was called What Is Love? And at the time, I was I had a rough childhood. And so at the time, I was kind of going through things, on the childhood front at 12. But it's so crazy because the song that came out, even though it was What Is Love, that's the first piece of thing I ever wrote, and I still remember it. I don't remember my second verse, but I do remember the chorus in the first verse. But it was about a relationship, though, and it's so weird because it did send me on that endless journey trying to fill that void and find love out of relationships. And if you're trying to fill a void and you're trying to seek love out of other people, you already know that was a disaster. Because it was a disaster in an endless tunnel cycle that I'm glad I was able to finally get out. So nevertheless, guess what? I survived and I'm here now. So that's all that matters. But nevertheless, I never even really thought about it. Why did it come out like that? And I just have been able to kind of start dissecting it as I am past 40, So that is the thing, but that is the core. In my poetry, like if you go back to my poetry, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a bunch of stuff that I write. So when I pass and my kids are just having such a hard time with me passing, they're gonna be able to go through my stuff and be like, oh, she was in this space at this time. And that's one of the things that are in the back of my mind when I'm writing, is that, I want to give my kids something more to pull on, because with my mother passing, I didn't have anything to pull on, so, anyway, long story short, when I write poetry, it's always going to be about what I'm going through, right? Or what's going on in that time, because I'm an emotional writer. So it's always going to be, very close to what's going on for the most part. Is that lip gloss past the top of my lip? Yes, it was. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to prepare y'all for the next collection that would drop. The next poetry collection that would drop is going to be dropping in September. I think September. And it's called The Table Wasn't Big Enough. And it is definitely very personal. Well, where I am now, and a lot of the poetry I've been writing for my collections is about self-reflection and just kind of being able to finally come out of those things, I'm running out of time. I don't want it to be too long. So yeah, that's why we're going to make it more of a series. But I do want you to know, before I get off this line today, is that The Table Wasn't Big Enough came from an actual live event at a job I was working at the time. I felt like I was being unappreciated, and I kind of advocated for myself. And when I went to advocate for myself, they told me no. They turned me down and basically told me, you want to do the work or do you want to look for another job? Right? And so I remember I had so much emotions. I came home and I wrote that poem in about 30, 40 minutes or whatever. And it was written last year, just a FYI. So anyway, when I come on tomorrow, we'll talk more in depth about that. But yeah, this is just the beginning, y'all. I cannot go past 10 minutes. So I have to go, y'all. But I will talk to you tomorrow, and we'll have a whole week of learning who I am. Okay? But until then, bye.